Hey guys, I have this video here from CohhCarnage. He's an Uber gamer, and it says Path of Exile 2 Early Access, Early Thoughts. Since he's a great gamer, I wanna hear his opinions, and this is a short and sweet video, so let's see what he has to say. I believe this video was released before the patch where they updated the things to the loot and the dodge roll, so if he has those concerns in here, those were addressed at least in some part. But let's see what he has to say.
Hi everybody, Ko
Hi.
and Siri here with a
Nice.
very quick early thoughts video on Path of Exile 2. This is a game that I've been excited for a very long time. I'm a big fan of PoE 1, having just under 1,000 hours in it. When I heard about PoE 2...
You guys know that I didn't play PoE 1. I played like 3, 4, 5, I don't remember. A part of the acts, 3, 4, 5 acts. I didn't enjoy it as much, but in Path of Exile 2, this is the game, dude. So yes, I was really excited for PoE 2, and I said, you know what, I am not going to explore PoE 1, I am just going to wait for PoE 2, and that is what I did.
And all the things that they were doing differently, I got very excited. Very excited. That's because all the stuff that they kind of were doing catered a lot in the directions that I personally like from RPGs, and I was pretty excited for it. They did things like make the game slower, make the game more difficult, make loot more meaningful. That was the plan, and also streamlined a lot of the systems to make them better for new players.
Exactly. All these things were huge things for me. The skill system from the skill gems not being tied to the gear and being its own system and not having to look for the 6 links with the correct colors. All of that was huge for me personally. Streamlining and simplifying the ways that you create your own build. Huge for me, and that is why I was so excited to start from scratch in PoE 2, and I am doing it, and I am having a blast. This game is insanely good.
All sorts of things that that I was really looking forward to. Now that I've played the game for about 7 hours, I can safely say that all of that stuff is pretty much exactly what I was expecting.
Nice.
This game is a lot slower. It's a lot more difficult. It feels more like a traditional RPG. And I do need to preface, this is only at the beginning. I've played 2 characters now, each for like one for a couple hours and one for about 5 hours. But it's basically like if RPGs are ice cream, I've always enjoyed the flavor of PoE, but it's always been a little fast for me, a little too much loot, didn't really focus on the story too much, but it was always a fun game, and obviously I enjoyed the hell out of it with just under 1,000 hours in it. But PoE 2 is much more of a step towards games that I personally enjoy more.
Same, brother. We are in the same, I don't know, frequency. We are on the same frequency because I think exactly this, brother. The same thing. Another thing that I like a lot in PoE 2, differing from PoE 1, at least in the parts that I played, is that, for example, in PoE 1, you ultra use one skill and you expand that skill. For what I have played so far in Path of Exile 2, you use several skills. You have combos, you have one skill that is better for bosses, one skill that is better for packs, stuff like that. Really, really great, brother.
This game feels more like a single-player ARPG that I'm used to, like The Ascent or something, where the world is so beautiful and the narrative is so solid that like I'm having a good time playing this like a more standard RPG. Like there's a game I really enjoyed recently called No Rest for the Wicked. Feels more like that than PoE 1, than like a frantic, fast as you can, get as much loot as you can kind of thing. Loot is much rarer, which means it is much more important when you find it, which means for people like me that love to fully explore maps, I feel like we're at a big advantage in this game because there's like some really cool optional stuff that gets some really good loot all around the map. And
yeah, there are like in the part that I am, that it is, by the way, in the story, how awesome it is that you time travel to the moment. Maybe this is a spoiler if you are not in Act 3, but in Act 3 you time travel, dude. You time travel. I am not going to say more. You time travel. And there are places on the map that you go into little rooms that are like treasure rooms, and they have chests and they have a bunch of gold. I also explore the full map and I find these rooms, and it is awesome. They updated, after this they made a patch where they made loot a little bit more common, but it is still not showering you with loot. Like, you get more loot, but it is still not like, oh, we are raining loot, which is awesome, because I want, as he's saying, that loot is meaningful. They upgraded it because people were complaining a lot, but it is not updated to a moment that it sucks because it is too much. No, it is still good, it is still cool. In fact, you could say that it is better because now it is not that rare that it is frustrating, but it is still rare enough where it is exciting.
And if you miss that early, especially if you're playing hardcore, that can be really, really unfortunate. Like, the loot is a big deal in this game, a very big deal. It makes upgrades very meaningful and tangible. And it also, in my opinion, like, makes the dopamine hits a little more meaningful. Instead of getting a bunch of little ones, you kind of get more big ones that are less and fewer and further between. But yeah, I have to say that, like, I completely see how huge fans of PoE 1 are going to have a harder time getting into this game.
They already did, brother. And we saw the Reddit posts and all the complaining and all blah, blah, blah. PoE 1 Andys were complaining a lot more than new players. I am a new player and I was like, oh, this game is fucking awesome. And a lot of people are like that too. I saw them on Reddit, on my own videos, people saying, yes, I am a new player and I am loving the game. You know who were complaining? PoE Andys that were used to go, and loot.
Because this game does not feel like PoE 1. It has all the systems.
And that is why I am loving it, by the way. I am not saying PoE bad. I am just saying PoE 1 bad. I am just saying it was not for me. I bounced from the game like 2 or 3 times in the campaign. I tried 2 or 3 times the campaign and never completed because I honestly got bored. It wasn't for me. But now in PoE 2, I am like, this is the best fucking game ever. So yeah, I am like that, brother.
Lots of the mechanics, but man, the playing of it is just, it feels like a different perspective on the same game. And I have
the feel of the game is insane, and that is why what I have been saying the last few days. I am okay with them tuning things like tuning balance, tuning drops, tuning What I don't want them to change is the essence of the game, because that is what I and so many other people are enjoying it. Like, we didn't like PoE 1 as much. We like other games, like you guys know that I like D4, but it doesn't hit the same as PoE 2 because the feeling of the game, the way you fight, the combat is another thing, brother. It is, as Elon Musk said, brother, it is combining the Diablo formula with the Elden Ring formula. It's a new genre, a new thing, and this is the future, brother. So what I want is for them to preserve this beautiful thing they have created.
To say that perspective is one that so far I'm kind of preferring.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's where we are with PoE 2.
I agree completely with Ko.
And he agrees with me. Voice acting has been phenomenal. Dialogue has been awesome. The new systems and mechanics are far more streamlined, and I'm really enjoying them. There's been some bugs here and there, and there has been a crash, but it is early access.
Early access,
and
exactly.
I've tried Merc so far. Was a little unimpressed with Merc, particularly the reloading system kind of really chunks the gameplay a bit more than I like, but there are ways around that, especially in the passive tree, and I didn't quite get far enough to see those. And I switched to Monk, and I'm really enjoying Monk. Much more fluid, very quick, and
I have only played Warrior, so I don't know. Well, you guys can see it on the screen, my character.
Very quick in the context of the slower gameplay, and very enjoyable. So I will most likely continue trying classes, continue leveling, and I'm going to go get back to my run now. So anyway, hope this little video gives you some insight on whatever you need it for. And I hope to see you in the channel as we play more PoE 2 and more games in the future. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye, brother. Hey, that was an awesome video, Cole. Awesome video. You know why? Because I agree with you and you agree with me. So that is fucking awesome, brother. Yes. You guys know, if you have been watching my latest videos, I am loving Path of Exile 2. I've been, like, normally in other games, I am on the complaining side because I want to give feedback for the game to improve. And I am a little bit frustrated in Path of Exile 2 because I feel like I haven't given much feedback because I am loving the game as it is, you know. And the purpose of the early access is to give feedback. So I am trying to find the stuff where I can give feedback to. And yes, there is things like the mobs respawning on death, but I don't know if that is intended so you get more levels if you die. There are little annoying things that maybe I will make a video giving feedback in the future, but so far I am loving the game so much that I don't have anything to complain about. So yes, completely agree with Cohen here. I like that people are liking the game. I hope they preserve the essence of the game and that we have a bright and long future for Path of Exile 2. Let me know in the comments below what you think, guys. Remember to like the video, to subscribe to the channel, all that cool stuff. Guys, thanks for being here. You guys are awesome. God bless ya. And remember, don't be afraid ever, because this is just a ride.